Dear viewers, welcome to a new episode of our program on YouTube. We ask Dr. Makar Sidra. He answers. This is the question we delve into today. Our oceans are full of a wide variety of fish, but not all of them make for a healthy meal. Some of them are loaded with toxins. In this video, we'll explore a list of 9 fish you should think twice about before adding to your shopping cart or ordering at a restaurant. So, if you care about what you eat and the impact your choices have on the environment, you should watch this video. Dr. Makar, do you know what fish you should avoid eating?
We've done the research, compiled the data, and are now ready to share the information with you. Stay tuned to find out which fish you should avoid.
First on our list is the shark. You might think of this creature as a menacing predator of the sea, but did you know that it's also one of the worst fish for your plate? Sharks are known to have high mercury levels. This is due to a process called biomagnification, where toxins increase in concentration as they move up the food chain. The problem with mercury is that it's a neurotoxin. In other words, it can damage your nervous system and impact your brain function. It's especially harmful for pregnant women and young children as it can affect the development of the child's brain and nervous system. Regularly consuming shark meat can lead to mercury poisoning, which manifests in symptoms like poor coordination, impaired hearing and vision, and muscle weakness. So while shark might seem like an exotic dish to try, the potential health risks are not worth the thrill. Think twice before you decide to have a shark steak. Next up, we have the swordfish. A popular choice in many seafood restaurants, the swordfish is a large predatory fish known for its long, flat bill. But before you indulge in its meaty texture and mildly sweet flavor, there's something you should know. Swordfish is notorious for its high mercury levels. Mercury is a heavy metal that is toxic to humans, especially in large amounts. It can accumulate in the bodies over time, leading to serious health issues. This is particularly concerning for pregnant women and young children, who are more susceptible to the negative effects of mercury. Eating swordfish can expose you to these risks. High levels of mercury can damage the nervous system, impair vision and speech, and even cause muscle weakness. So, while the swordfish might be a tempting choice for your next seafood feast, it comes with a health warning. Swordfish may not be the safest choice for dinner. Third on our list is the king mackerel. Known for its robust flavor and texture, this fish might seem like an appealing choice for your next meal. However, there's more to the king mackerel than meets the taste buds. This variety of fish is known to contain high levels of mercury. Mercury, a naturally occurring but toxic element, can accumulate in marine life, especially in larger and longer-lived fish like king mackerel. Consuming high levels of mercury can pose potential health risks, particularly for pregnant women and young children. It can affect the nervous system and lead to problems with cognition, motor function, and even speech in severe cases. While occasional consumption might not be harmful, frequent intake could have serious implications. If you're someone who enjoys fish regularly, it's worth considering safer low-mercury alternatives like wild salmon or sardines. So, the next time you're dining out or preparing a seafood feast at home, you might want to reconsider before ordering a king mackerel. Number 4 on our list is the tilefish. Known for its mild flavor and firm texture, the tilefish might seem like an attractive choice. But don't be fooled, the tilefish is notorious for its high mercury levels. Mercury is a toxic heavy metal that can cause severe health issues. Over time, the consumption of high mercury fish like the tilefish can lead to mercury poisoning. Symptoms of mercury poisoning can range from memory problems and tremors to kidney disease, and in severe cases, even death. Pregnant women and young children are especially vulnerable to the harmful effects of mercury. Consuming tilefish could pose a serious risk to their neurological development. Despite its culinary appeal, the health risks associated with the tilefish are simply too high to ignore. When it comes to your health and the health of your loved ones, it's better to choose safer alternatives. Tilefish is another fish to avoid. Next, we have the orange roughy. This deep-sea dweller with its bright color and appealing taste might seem like a tempting choice on your dinner plate. But before you take a bite, there's something you should know. Orange roughy is renowned for its exceptionally high levels of mercury. Mercury, a neurotoxic element, can have detrimental effects on our health. Regular consumption of foods high in mercury can potentially lead to mercury poisoning, which can damage the nervous system and affect cognitive functions. This is particularly concerning for pregnant women and young children, as even low exposure to mercury can harm a developing brain. Why is the mercury level so high in orange roughy, you might wonder? These fish are long-living, often reaching ages of up to 150 years. Over their long lifetimes, they accumulate mercury from the depths of the ocean. So if you're thinking about healthful dining, orange Roughy is not the best choice for a healthy meal. Number 6 on our list is the marlin. Now, marlins are majestic creatures, aren't they? They're known for their strength and speed, but unfortunately they aren't the best choice when it comes to our dinner plates. Why, you ask? It's primarily due to their high mercury levels. Mercury, as you might know, is a heavy metal that can be harmful if ingested in large amounts. It tends to build up in fish, especially those at the top of the food chain, like the marlin. This buildup, known as bioaccumulation, can pose serious health risks to humans. Regular consumption of such fish can lead to mercury poisoning. Symptoms range from mood changes and muscle weakness to severe neurological damage in more extreme cases. So, as delicious as a grilled marlin steak might sound, the potential health risks are not worth the taste. Yes, it's a bummer, but your health is more important. Marlin is another fish to cross off your list. Next up, we have tuna. This popular fish, a staple in many diets, is unfortunately known for its high mercury levels. Specifically, bluefin and big-eye tuna varieties are notorious for these elevated levels, which pose potential health risks. Mercury is a heavy metal that's toxic in large amounts. It accumulates in fish such as tuna throughout their life, and when we consume these fish, we also consume the mercury. Over time, this can lead to mercury poisoning, a serious condition that may cause a variety of symptoms, including muscle weakness, numbness in the hands and feet, and even problems with vision and hearing. The risk is especially high for pregnant women, as mercury can harm the development of a baby's brain and nervous system. Children and those with weakened immune systems are also particularly vulnerable. So while tuna might be a convenient and tasty choice, it's important to remember that particularly with bluefin and big eye, it might not be the healthiest choice. Next on our list is the Chilean sea bass. This fish, despite its succulent taste and velvety texture, carries a secret beneath the surface. The Chilean sea bass, like many other large, long-living fish, has high levels of mercury. Mercury, as we know, is a heavy metal that's toxic in high amounts. It's not just an occasional indulgence that's the issue here. Regular consumption of Chilean sea bass could lead to mercury poisoning, with symptoms ranging from mood swings and muscle weakness to, in severe cases, loss of coordination and other neurological issues. Pregnant women, nursing mothers, and young children are especially vulnerable to these effects. So, while the Chilean sea bass might be a culinary delight, it's a health hazard lurking on your plate. The high mercury levels and potential health risks it carries make it a less than ideal choice for regular consumption. Chilean sea bass is another fish you might want to avoid. Last but not least, we have the grouper. This fish, with its wide mouth and stout body, is a popular choice among seafood lovers. But before you get tempted by its succulent, mild flavor, there's something you should know. Grouper is notorious for its high mercury levels. Mercury is a heavy metal that can have detrimental effects on our health when consumed in large amounts. Ingesting high levels of mercury over time can lead to neurological issues, including memory loss, tremors, and even vision impairment. It's especially harmful to pregnant women and their developing babies, as it can interfere with the child's cognitive development. The Food and Drug Administration recommends limiting consumption of high-mercury fish, like grouper. And for those already dealing with health issues or those with a vulnerable immune system, it might be best to steer clear altogether. So while the grouper might be tempting on the menu, it's important to consider the potential health risks. Grouper is the final fish on our list to avoid. In conclusion, while fish can be a healthy choice, it's important to be aware of the potential risks. We've looked at 9 types of fish that might pose more harm than good. The shark, swordfish, and king mackerel, all high on the food chain and thus high in mercury. The tilefish, orange Roughy, and marlin, deep sea dwellers with long lifespans accumulating heavy metals over time. Then there's the popular tuna, a staple in many diets yet high in toxins due to its predatory nature. The Chilean sea bass, a victim of overfishing and often mislabeled, and finally the grouper, known for its high mercury content. It's not about avoiding fish altogether, but making informed choices. Opt for smaller, short-lived species or farmed options where you can check the source. Remember, knowledge is power. Choose wisely and stay healthy.
At the end of the meeting, I would like to thank Dr. Mackerel Sidra for the good information and valuable advice he provided about. I hope you liked the video. I hope you share the video with everyone so they can benefit. You support us by subscribing to the channel and activating the notification bell to receive all new updates. Also, like the video and leave a comment about the content you want us to talk about in the next video. God bless you. Goodbye.